Good day, yogis. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website at simhayoga.com for the full streaming schedule as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab and the 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for it. Classes are $10. If you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Do the best you can. We'll work with each other. Please visit, and if you see any postings on Instagram or on Facebook, please repost and share those with your friends, as well as please share through word of mouth. That is the strongest way of advertising, so I appreciate any help that you can extend. Classes are, today's class is basics, and it is a level 1 foundational movements and postures. If you're tight around the hips or your lower back, please elevate and sit up on a block. I always recommend, if you have props, right? Blocks, blankets, straps, etc., to always have them near you. They are very helpful tools, especially for those of us who are just beginning the practice, or if we're working with any special injuries or limitations. So blankets, towels are also helpful. They're useful for elevation and for padding. For those of you who are newer to my practice, welcome. Please be mindful that if I'm going a little bit out of your range, to please pull back and be very mindful about the decisions you make on how to move so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. All right, let's sit up tall. Let the palms face up. Fingers come together, mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting an intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call a response. I will call it and repeat the response with you. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sabahya, Sabahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongating through the left side of the neck. Draw the chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right side. Chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop left hand. Chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side. Roll the center. Take a few more rounds at your own pace. Chin back to center and pause. Opposite direction. And then back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor, a neutral spine. Coming off your blocks, extend the legs forward and separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side and turning your toes toward each other and roll out. Draw in, roll out, draw in, outer rotation, circling. Back to center, switch around. And back to center again. Cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Take the arms wide, extend, twist to the right on the exhale. Back to center, arms up. Exhale, other side. So making sure that you're grounding evenly through both seats. And then sitting up tall with a vertical line as you twist. Back to center, arms up. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Back to center, other side. Back to center again. Extend the legs forward, forward fold, grabbing your feet, the ankles or your shins. I'll give you a side view. So, as you come forward, right? You can grab your shins if reaching for your feet is a little bit too much. Keep the lengthiness of the spine. Try not to round and shrug your shoulders, right? So lengthiness, gaze is slightly forward, slightly down. And then leading forward through the sternum, your heart center, and reach forward. Now this is very difficult for you, right? You can always bend your knees and do the same of grabbing your shins, re-lengthening your spine, and draw forward. So you notice that if you bend your knees in this way, you're not going to feel the hamstrings as much, but you should still feel a good amount of lower back stretch, right? As long as you don't round, but instead keep lengthiness, you can work very effectively. Take it back up to center. You're going to walk the left leg slightly out. Draw the right knee in, right heel in. So you're going to take the right leg to about 90 degrees. So the shin is about parallel to the front of the mat. Then you shift to the right side and take the left heel back. So you're going to do the same thing here. Right shin parallel, left thigh parallel to the floor. And you're in 90 degree angles here, right? Square forward over the right leg. You're lining up over the right leg. Support with your hands to either side of you. Inhale, lengthen. Press to the outer right leg and make sure you flex your feet as well. With a lengthy spine, lean the torso forward. So maybe at this point, your belly is beginning to make contact to the inner thighs. Keep that lengthiness. You're not looking to round. You're looking to lengthen. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale. Take it forward a little bit more. So maybe the entire belly making contact. Now it is your lower ribs beginning to make contact. Secure your left hand down and extend the left arm. Secure your right hand down. Extend the left arm forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crawl the left hand further. Keep that lengthiness of the spine. Keep reaching forward. So you should feel a very nice outer right leg stretch. Also, a glute stretch as well on the right side. As you extend the left arm forward, you're lengthening your left arm and opening up the shoulders. Keep the right hand to the floor. You're going to start to angle your torso over to the right and move the right hand, the left hand toward the right side. So you're angling toward the right side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward even more. Now this is good enough. Stay here. If you have more in you, you're going to go further to the right. So now your torso is almost angled directly to the right side and you're rotating at the spine. Right hand to the floor, reach left hand forward, and keep crawling the left hand forward for the twist. Then walk your left hand back in, take it back to center, keep the legs Counter twist to your left. Take it back to center. Now, you're going to take ankles to knee. So, keep the right leg as is, 90 degrees, and keep your right foot flexed. Swing the left leg around, and you're probably a little bit off to the right side, so center your seat. You're going to pick up the left leg. Land that left ankle on top of the right knee. Your shins are parallel to each other. Your left foot is also flexed. Hands to support. Now, perhaps your left knee is way up high. That is perfectly fine. As you sit up tall and ground evenly through your seat, supporting with your hands, you're going to now think about the left knee actively drawing down. You feel that intensity right into your hip flexors, right? So, this is very rigorous, right? You're very early in the practice. Don't overdo this. It's very intense. Go slowly. Supporting with your hands, lengthen spine, and just think actively drawing the left knee down. Right? Let me correct that. It's think to actively draw the left knee down. Or think, comma, right? Actively draw the left knee down. Right? So this is quite intense on the hips. You might even notice that as you breathe into this, right? As your muscles start to release, maybe the knee goes further down. So anytime you're thinking about flexibility, right? It takes a lot of time and patience. So just make sure that you check into your ego and say, okay, it might be a little bit difficult now, but what if I just held it and kept my positioning in a productive position, but at the same time, that's not too intense, right? So you want to work with a little bit of intensity, but not so much so that your body's freaking out a little bit, right? All right, let's start to release. Support the left leg, extend it forward. Support the right leg, extend it forward. Hands to either side, let the heels go forward, and then flex and point your feet a bunch of times. And this will help you neutralize your knees and your ankles. All right, let's switch sides. Walk your right leg a little bit wider, draw the left heel in. So the left shin is about parallel to the front of the mat, left foot is flexed. Then shift to sit on the left side and draw the right heel back. So then same thing with the right leg. Try to get 90 degrees, and flex your feet. Then square forward over your left leg, hands support. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, start to lean the torso forward. As you lean the torso forward, the belly starts to make contact, right? You should feel the outer left leg, outer left hip working its way toward the floor, so you should feel some stretch happening there. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, take it forward a little bit more. So now maybe the full length of your belly making contact. Even your ribs are touching to the inner left thigh now. So you might even feel more intensity through the outer left leg, outer left hip. Now ground the left palm to the floor. Reach your right hand forward for the right arm extension. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crawl the right fingertips up further forward. Feel for more intensity to the outer left leg, outer left hip. Keep supporting with the right hand down and left hand down, and keep crawling the right hand forward. All right, let's intensify this. Take the right hand to the left side, angle your torso to the left side a little bit more. Keep supporting with your left hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go deeper. So now you're adding a twist into your forward fold. All right, if you have one more in you, right hand to the floor, walk it in a little bit. Rotate a little bit more to your left, adjust your left hand. So now your torso may be completely angled to the left side, 90 degrees. And then walk the right hand forward, inhale, lengthen, exhale, reach. Walk your right hand back in, take it back to center, and then counter twist to the right. Back to center again, ankles to knee. Swing the right leg around. Center your seat, right? You're probably a little bit off to the left side. Right? So make sure that your left foot is flexed and your shin is about parallel to the front of the mat. You're taking ankles to knee, second side. Pick up the right foot. Take the right ankle on top of the left knee. Make sure you flex your foot, right? Actually, both ankles, right? And both shins are parallel to each other. So you're basically putting two burning logs on top of each other, right? So this pose is called ankles to knee, sometimes called burning logs, sometimes called double pigeon. All right, so once you have the correct setting, support with your hands, sit up tall, ground evenly through your seat. And then think about the right knee drawing downwards toward the left ankle. And we're just holding here and breathing into this. Now, for those of you who have props, right? Or for those of you who are having a lot of trouble here, there are several options you can take. I'll face you this time. Right? If your right knee is way up high, if you have a blanket, you can just take a blanket and support. And so then this way, you can still actively press down and have some resistance so that you can work a little bit more effectively, right? Sometimes what happens is, if you're just kind of dangling in space and you don't have that resistance, one, you don't feel supported. Two, you just feel kind of wobbly and you're not quite getting the engagement that you're looking for. If you have a block, it works the same way, right? So those are very good ways for you to take some support. Keep breathing here. You have about 3 more breaths. Right, so lengthiness in the spine, right knee working downwards, right? Quite intense on the hip flexors. And then in time, what happens is as you're holding this, right, the muscles start to release. You really have to kind of calm your senses and breathe into the hip flexors, right? And that way, the muscles will start to release. All right, let's break. Support the right leg, extend forward. Support the left leg, extend forward. Maybe reach out all the way and then flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Soles of feet together, knees apart, draw the heels in. Grabbing the ankles, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. If you can press your elbows to your inner thighs, go ahead and do that. Take back up, support with your left hand down, and gently press your right thigh away. Back to center, switch sides, press your left thigh away. Back to center, press both thighs away. Keep the chest lifting. There's actually kind of interesting balance happening here too. All right, release. Take the feet forward slightly, walk your feet pretty wide. I would say about mat width distance, and then pivot to your heels. Support with your hands, and then just draw the knees toward each other. So you're going in the opposite direction. And start to release, cross your shins, roll forward, and then start to walk your feet back into down dog, pedaling out the legs, walking out side to side. All right, take it back to down dog. So your hands are about shoulders width distance. Either your middle fingers or your index fingers point straight forward, and strongly press your fingers through the knuckles and the pads of the hands to the floor, and be lighter on your wrists. Heels are reaching down, hips are reaching up in that position. Press your weight slightly back in space. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward, back heel comes down, warrior one. So when you take the back heel down, you're at an angle, right? And left leg, the back leg is fully extended. Right toes point straight forward, which means the side of the foot is parallel to the side of the mat, and bend the right knee to line up over the heel. Let's activate the toes a little bit today. Lift your toes and press your toe mound to the floor, but lifting of the toes up. Notice that immediately works your shins, right? And also because you're contracting your shins, your quads are also contracted. Raise your arms up high. All right, keep the legs active. Arms alongside body and lean the torso forward at an angle. Try not to round, but instead keep a lengthy spine. All right, lift back up, arms up, release your toes. Regular warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen your front leg and reach up. Then bend the front knee, warrior two. Let's take that 3 times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift up. Warrior two. Flip the front palm for reverse warrior. Right arm up and back. Side angle. Modifying. Right arm to top the right leg. Or the right hand to the floor and you can touch down. Left arm reaching up. Take the left hand down to the floor. Angle your torso over to the left side. Right? So if it's difficult for you here and you have a prop, you can take the hand to a book or to your blocks and work here. You want to keep leaning the hips forwards and downwards. Now either stay here, or if you have a little bit more, walk the hands a little bit further forward, right? So if you're on a block, it might be a little bit wobbly, so be careful. If you're on the floor directly, ground the palms down and lean forward. Right? So notice, the further forward you go, the more intensity to the outer left leg into the hips, right? And then the more you lean forward and downwards, the more stretch your inner left thigh as well, and more intensity into the hamstrings, into the hips. All right, let's walk it back in. Inhale, take it back up, warrior two, and then hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back, lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. On the inhale, roll up, baby cobra 3 times. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up, baby cobra. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up, baby cobra. Exhale, roll down. This time, inhale, roll up halfway. We'll take that 2 times. And roll down. Roll up halfway. And then roll down this time. Roll up all the way, the fullest extension you have. And then take it all the way down. Child's pose. Draw the seat toward the heels and release forward. Take it back to your down dog. Again, remeasure your hands, shoulders width, remeasure your feet, hips width. Inhale, raise your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward, back heel comes down. So the back heel comes down at an angle. Right leg fully extended. Square the hips forward. Activating your left foot by lifting your toes or pressing your left toe mounds to the floor. That will activate left calves. That will also activate your quads, right? So when you're pulling against your toes, this will tighten and this will strengthen. Square the hips, reach your arms up, warrior one. Then take the arms alongside. So keeping this lengthiness you've just created. Think about just hinging forward at the hips and leaning forward. Right? So the left leg, very strong. Leaning forward here with the torso at an angle like this will start to work your lower back as well and your core. Inhale, take it all the way back up, warrior one, releasing your toes. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Lengthen front leg and reach up, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. Modifying, elbow to the leg, or left hand down, right arm up. Take the right hand to the floor. Start to angle your torso over to the left, supporting with the hands. Keep the pelvis leaning forwards and downwards. Keep the spine straight. Arms along as well. You're on your fingertips. If you have a little more in you, walk your hands forward. This time, it could be your palms down. You're angling forward, spine is still straight. The more you lean forward and lower down now, the more intensity to your right hip flexors. Inner right thighs as you lean the hips forward, also into left hip, left hamstrings. Keep the hands supporting, either directly to the floor or onto blocks. 2 more breaths. Walk it back in, come back into side angle, and then all the way up. Reverse warrior, and then hands to your floor. Left foot stepping back, lower all the way down to the belly, hands alongside the rib cage. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, roll down 3 times. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, roll it down. This time, inhale, roll up a little higher. Exhale, roll down 2 times only. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lift up. All the way, fullest extension, and release all the way down, child's pose. This time, in the child's pose, if you want to intensify that, take the forearms down, lift the hands, using the thumbs to your chin and your fingertips forward. Once you have the thumbs hooked in, lean back. And release. Walk your hands back forward. Down dog. Inhale. Step the left foot forward. Low lunge. Right foot forward. Standing forward bend. Feet together, knees together. Rise up, chair. In your chair pose, your knees are roughly lined above your toes so that when you look down, you should be able to see your toes. Let's lean the torso forward at an angle. Try not to round, but instead keep the upper back lifted, tailbone back. Shift the weight to your left foot. Pick up the right and stay here. Rise all the way up. Draw the right knee in, tree pose. Right, so tree. Pick up the right foot, rise up, tree pose. So chair, sorry. And then pick up the right foot and rise into tree. All right, so you're taking the right foot to the inner left leg, above the knee joint if you can. If that is too tight for your hips and throws off your balance, then go below the knee joint and press in. What you do not want is to press your foot directly into the knee joint. Right? You can push the knee joint out of place. Arms up. And it's just too much pressure in a prolonged position to put weight into the knee joint like that, sidewards, right? If you prefer a heart opener, let's wrap the hands back behind you, draw the shoulders back, and reach your knuckles back as well. All right, so that's a nice way of taking a heart opener here. All right, let's start to release. Take the arms back up first, and then arms toward each other. Draw the right knee forward, step the right foot down, and walk it out side to side. All right, we're going to switch sides in a different variation, or a different pose. Stepping on the right foot, point the left toes forward. Reach the arms up and lengthen. Pick up the left foot, reach it out to the left side, and point the toes to the floor and lengthen. Pick up the left foot, point the left toes back. On your toenail side of the foot, press down. Now this time, you're going to press your toenails and the toes in general, and lean the hips forward, lean the upper torso back, so you're coming into a back bend. Right? So you're also getting a toe stretch. Come back up to vertical, and then draw the left heel down at an angle in a very short stance. You're going to take your hands to the hips, lean forward, draw the elbows back to broaden the chest. Now, if you need to keep a slight bending of the right knee, you can. Otherwise, keep full extension. Lean forward with a straighter spine. And take it to about parallel, and just reach your hands back behind you, staying here. So you're engaging the right leg to hold the weight of the torso leaning forward. Lift it back up. Raise the arms up. Open it up to shape warrior 2. Step the right foot forward. Step the left foot back. Warrior 2. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Tip the left hip back. Reach your right hand forward. Right hand to tap the shin. You can slide it down a little bit, or right hand directly to the floor. Left arm reaching up. Take the left hand behind you for the half bind and stack your shoulders. Staying here. Raise your left arm back up. Inhale all the way up. Reverse triangle. Keep the right leg extended as you reach up and back. And then bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, push up. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step the right foot forward. We'll lunge. Left foot forward. Standing forward bend. Feet together, knees together. Take it up, chin. Now, when you look down, you should be able to see your toes, right? And let's lean the torso forward at a deeper angle. Right, so still roughly about 45 degrees. Keep the chest lifted, try not to round. Then stepping on the right foot, draw the left heel back and stay here. Then start to stand up all the way, come up the tree. Sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh, above the knee joint or below the knee joint. Then take the arms up and out. Whatever foot position you have, keep it. And we're going to wrap the hands back behind for the heart opener. Try to find a non-dominant thumb on top. Broaden the shoulders. Reach knuckles back. And maybe even gaze upwards a little bit. Start to release, take it back to your tree. Left knee forward, step the left foot down, and then walk it out side to side. Alright, take it back to center. Stepping on the left foot, point the right toes forward, arms straight up. Pick up the right foot, walk it out to the right side, and point the toes down and extend. Pick up the right foot, reach the right toes back, press the toenail side of the foot to the floor, and the toes to the floor. Lean the hips forward, lean the upper torso back for your back bend. Take it back to vertical, pivot your right heel down. So you're in a much shorter triangle shape here, right? Triangle pose here. The right torso pointing out to your side, square off your hips, hands to the hips, draw the elbows back. Firmly plant your left foot down. Now, you can always keep a slight bend of the knee, right? If your hamstrings are really tight. However, if you want to keep the left leg fully extended, keep it extended. But try not to lock into the knee and hyperextend. You want to keep the slightest bend so you're nice and strong, but you're not locking into your knees. Square forward. Keep the leg thickness of the spine. Start to tilt the torso forward to maybe about parallel the floor. So whatever that parallel feels like, right? So since we don't necessarily have a mirror in front of us to see, you may not get to a full horizontal line, but if you get the sense and the feeling of what we're looking for, which is the strength of the left leg and the extension of the spine, the work of the lower back and the core, that is all we're looking for. All right, lift back up. Take it up with the arms. Step the left foot forward. Step the right foot back. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg. Triangle. Tip the right hip back. Reach left hand forward. The hand can go higher up the shin, further down, or directly to the floor. Right arm up. Triangle pose. Half bind, right hand behind you. Stack your shoulders. Take the right arm back up. Inhale, reverse triangle. Keep the left leg extended, left arm moving back. And then bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back plank. Inhale one breath. Exhale, push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Draw forward into a plank. Take the knees down. Now, for those of you who have sensitive knees and you also have a blanket or a towel, it might be really nice for you to pad your knees, get some extra cushion. Your knees are about a fist distance, which then brings you to about hip width distance. Tuck the toes under for additional support. Then take the hands to your lower back. Your palms are to your lower back, and your fingers are rounding the top of the glutes. Draw the elbows back to broaden your chest. Lean the hips forward to activate your quads. Also, with the hips leaning forward, you're counterbalancing the upper torso leaning back. You may stay here, supporting with your hands, or you can reach back with your hands toward your heels, and then to deepen the pose. Lean the hips forward, widen your shoulders, and draw back. Take it back up, and take the hands to the floor, remove your blankets if you have that going on. And then take it back to child's pose. Draw the seat toward the heels. Walk your hands over to the left side. Take the left forearm down and reach your right fingertips out. So you're getting that right side stretch again. Walk back to center, switch sides. Walk over to the right side. Right forearm comes down, left arm extends out. Walk the hands back in. Lift the torso back up. Walk your left hand a little bit further out. Raise your right arm up for the side stretch. Take it back up, other side. Right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up. Rotation. Left hand to your lower back. Right hand to your outer left leg. And twist. Back to center, other side, right hand behind you, left hand to outer right leg, and twist. Back to center, hands together in prayer, interlace, and press forward, round the spine. Lift back up, wrap the hands back behind you, broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back as you take the gaze up, reaching your heart center up towards the sky. Come back to neutral, hands together in prayer, and then interlace with the other thumb on top, and press forward again, round your spine. Lift back up, wrap the hands back behind you, non-dominant interlacing of your hands. Broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back, lift the heart up, gaze up. Release. Take the arms up, eagle arms. Wrap the left arm underneath the right, so line up the elbows, bending the elbows so that the top of the arms, top of the hands are reaching toward each other. If you can double wrap to take the full expression of the eagle arms, take it. Then lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, round the mid and upper back. Draw the elbows toward the ribs and the fingertips reach forward, and then chin toward the chest. Take it back up to neutral, release your hands, reach out and up, and then thread the right arm underneath. So lining up the elbows, bend the elbows, top of the arms reaching toward each other. Double wrap if you have it, and then lift the elbows up, gaze up. Round the mid and upper back only, elbows toward the ribs, fingertips reach forward, and round the upper back, chin toward the chest. Take back to neutral, release. Take the hands forward, lean forward, tuck the toes under, and then gently lift the knees and walk it back to your down dog. And feel that rush of blood going back into your legs. Pedal out the legs. Crescent moon, raise your left leg up. Step the left foot forward, right knee comes down. Walk the hands, top of the thighs. Lunge forward. Then lean the upper torso back, gently start to look up. If you are ready, take the arms up, Venus Mudra. If that throws off your balance too much and you need the support of the hands to your thighs, take it. Release your hands to either side, the left foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knees, stay in that low lunge. Right hand stays down, left arm up to twist. Take that into a half bind, left hand behind you, twist more. Take the left arm back up, left hand to the floor, ground the palms and kick the left leg up. Three-legged dog, pigeon. Take the left knee in. Land that shin to the floor. Inch your right knee further back. Elongate through the spine, lift. And then draw forward. You can be on your forearms. You can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. And just settling into your pigeon. Breathing into the hips. Your quads, your knees. Think about elongating through the spine as you reach your right toes back. sinking into the hips. Alright. Releasing hands, lift the elbows up, walk your hands back in. Take the left seat down, swing the right leg forward. You might need to center your seat a little bit. Now, you can take two options. You can take the full seated spinal twist, right leg over. Or, if your hips are tight, extend the left leg forward first, right leg over. Right hand is behind you. Left arm up and twist to the right. Right, so that's the half variation with the left leg extended, the bottom leg extended. This is to accommodate for tight hips. However, if you have the full position, take the full position. Right, what's also important is lengthiness of the spine. If you tend to round the spine because you're struggling to take the elbow to the knee, then that's not the right position for you. You can instead wrap the arm around the leg or left hand to grab the outer right knee. Sit up tall and rotating from that vertical line. Inhale, take it back to center. Counter twist to the left. Square back, swing the right leg all the way back, ground your palms, stepping back for down dog. Take lots of movement side to side. Alright, take back to stillness, second side. Raise your right leg up. Step the right foot forward between your hands, left knee comes down, crescent moon. Walk your hands to top the thighs and lunge forward. So you're reaching your hips forward. Keep the right knee lined up over the heel and your heel should be flat to the floor. So first starting with the hips lunging forward. Then press your hands to your thighs to lean the upper torso back and then you naturally start to look slightly upwards. When you're ready, arms up, Venus Mudra. Right? If that is difficult for your balance and you need the support of the hands, take the hands. Begin to release. Hands to each side of the right foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knees, stay in this low lunge. Left hand stays down. Right arm up to twist. And then take that into half bind and twist deeper. Release. Take the right hand back down and kick. The right leg up, three-legged dog. Draw the right knee in toward the nose. Land that shin to the floor, pigeon. Hands supporting, into left knee back, untuck the toes, elongate through the spine, make sure your pelvis is level, and the right knee angles out to the right side, 30 to 45 degrees. And then walking your hands forward, you can be on your forearms. You can make pillows with the hands, either is fine, and just release forward. Extending the left toes back, sinking into the right hip, getting the stretch to your right quads, right knee. Your arms are supporting or your hands are supporting. Alright, beginning to break. Release your hands, lift the elbows, walk your hands back in. Now take the right seat down, swing the left leg around. Alright, so a seated spinal twist. If you're able to take the full pose, left leg over and the right heel draws in. If that is tight for your hips, then keep the right leg extended, left foot over your right leg. Left hand behind you, right arm is up and twist. So again, you're looking for a vertical line here. You want both seats to be grounded evenly to the floor. So if you tend to ground to your right, then the elbow to the leg is not appropriate. Maybe you can take the arm instead and sit up tall. If even that is too much, it could be hand to the outer left leg and twist. And if you have the full pose, keep the full pose. Inhale, take it back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Swing the left leg all the way back and through that pigeon. Press it back to your down dog and take lots of movement side to side, however you like in your down dog. And start to walk your feet forward toward your hands. Take the seat down once again. Extend the legs forward. Slide the hands out to either side. The stick bridge. Bend your knees. Walk your heels in about hips width. With your fingertips, feel for the back of the heels. Once you measure that out, press your palms down. Lift the seat into your bridge. So you're balancing on the heels, the arms, the shoulders, upper back, and the back of the head. Now, if you want to interlace your hands underneath you and then shimmy your shoulders in so that you're standing on top of your shoulders, go ahead, or the back of your shoulders. Begin to release your hands, lower back down, draw the left knee in, extend the right leg out. Left arm out to a T position and twisting to the right. Recline twisting. Take the left knee back to center. Switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. And back to center again, hugging both knees in. Then step the feet to the floor and slide the legs forward. Let the feet separate, toes turned out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up. Let the floor completely support the body, releasing into Shavasana, final relaxation. Letting it all go. Reach the arms overhead, stretching opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing the practice. Come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Please visit my website at simhayoga.com and looking for the streaming schedule as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. My preferred way of payment is through Venmo, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab. 8096 is my 4-digit ID code. Classes are $10, $5 if you're having a difficult time. We can definitely work with that. Please share with your friends, let people know. And word of mouth is the most powerful form of marketing, right? So let your friends know classes are happening. I appreciate that very much. All right, take care, be safe. I will see you soon.